Hey, Sylvia from Write Your Life, and in today's video, we're going to talk about a health journal. Okay, I am creating a health journal for the summer. So first of all of this collage stuff is for my memory keeping bullet journal, and this is like an ongoing process. I'm adding stuff to it throughout the day. I take 10-15 minutes and I come here and I either add some washi tapes or a picture, and it's fun. And I'm just leaving it out so that I keep continuing to do it. If I put it in a box, I'm not going to finish. So anyway, I'm leaving this and we're just going to do this video on top of it. Okay, cool. So I have decided to keep a health journal for the summer, and I've decided to go with DIYfish Inserts because I'm loving them right now. So this is the insert I chose. I will link it down below because I don't remember what it's called and it's not written on here. But it's kind of similar to the one I already have. You have your monthly. There are no fold outs. So your monthly, you can go ahead and cut normally. And on the back, you've seen this one before. So you have like a month on 2-page and then a month on 2-page. Technically it's one, and then they give you this like free grid on this side so that you can do like some, brainstorming or what have you, make any lists that you want for the month. And I like that. And then they have the dailies that you've already seen that look like the larger version. I'm sorry I left it in the other room because I didn't think I would need it, but I could have given you a comparison. The only difference is the weeklies look like this. And they're much smaller, and there's a reason for that because you can see obviously it's all on one page. This is a standard TN insert. You can see it's much bigger than this. And this is a personal size. So for the personal size, you can either use it for a traveler's notebook or for rings, and I'm going to be using this for rings. So I'm going to be putting it in here. This is a Filofax that a planner friend gifted to me because she wasn't using it anymore, and I love her for that. And so here are, the specs on that, and I will try to find it and link it down below. This is such a beautiful planner. I love it. It's my everyday carry because it's my wallet, and I haven't taken all of that stuff out. That's why I'm not really showing you. It does have a back pocket. I can show you that part. Back there, and it's just my favorite. I just love this more than a regular wallet. It makes me happy. I take this into the store with me, and sometimes if I have like a writerly idea or something, I'll write it in the notes section because I usually don't take my standard size planner, which is taller than this, with me. It's just too much to carry all of that. And because we're doing coronavirus still in the midst of it, I don't go to the store that often. So for the most part, it kind of sits here at my desk. But since I already have everything pretty set up, and the other DIYfish insert that's similar to this that's in my standard, I'm using that for my notes for writing, and it takes up pretty much all of the space. So instead of trying to find a little bit of space for my health, I thought I would just downsize and go to a personal, put it in something I already carry anyway. That way I use it on the daily. This is the first time I've used this specific insert. Again, just the weeks are different from the standard size. And I did buy a trial version, meaning that I have the whole month of June, July, and August. So the whole summer to use this as a health journal. If I decide that it's not working out because of the sizing or something, I can use it for something else. And, I'm not ever worried about that kind of stuff. Okay, so again, I do have this insert. I will link it down below. This is for the month of June, and so you print out, these are weekly charts. So you print out however many weeks there are in that month, and I've already printed out all of June, and I've already filled out the one for this week since we are on June 1st right now. Again, we're just gonna do it on top of this mess because if I move this stuff, I will not finish because I know who I am as a person. Okay. This is pretty simple to do because there's little guidelines here and here and even in the center. I just went ahead and printed this out at 100%. I don't know what these little dots are for here. That's very interesting. They're dotted out like that. So if you've used this before, if you know why, let me know. I mean, I could definitely draw a line there myself, so I don't know why they did that. This is interesting too. It has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so you can probably write some meal planning on here if you wanted to, or some ideas or what have you. Yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys use as a health planner for yourself? Is it just like a small little I don't know. I used to have a small little Moleskine I used. And then I had a bunch of filled notes left from when I was a pocket-sized person, and I would write it in there as well. But I just wanted to try out this personal size. I thought, why not do it? I hope I'm in frame as I'm cutting these. This is part of the reason why I'm not a fan of printing my own inserts, just because it's a lot more work. And I don't mean work in a bad way. I don't mind doing the work. It's like I'm scared of messing things up. Does that make sense? Do you also have these fears? Or I'm just checking to make sure I'm still in frame. And I went ahead and I only printed one page out, and I measured it against the personal inserts I already have that I purchased from Cloth and Paper, and they are perfect because sometimes it just depends. Sometimes you have to print them a little larger, a little bit smaller, but they were perfect, so I was very excited about that. I remember the struggle was real with personal when it first came out. I remember Chic Sparrow commenting, I forget her name, Jennifer, commenting on the fact that, I don't know what I was trying to say. Jennifer Harvey was making personal traveler's notebook inserts, right? Just with grid or what have you in there. And she was mentioning to people that personal doesn't mean the same as personal in rings. And she was concerned. The reason why she brought it up was she was thinking about changing what she was calling personal size because people were getting confused. They were buying it, trying to fit the inserts into their personal rings, and they weren't fitting. And I remember that was like an issue with a bunch of different shops when it first came out. And so that's why I always check and make sure to print out at least one and then, you know, adapt from there. But I didn't have to, so that was nice. I just get so nervous. I'm like, it's getting smaller. Are we sure this is the right size? Oh, Lord. All right. I'm just going to take this in sections and cut it all up. I'm just going to finish up the rest. Okay, they look perfectly even, which makes me happy. How many times does that happen? Probably never. Okay, so I did check to make sure that this didn't have any fold out pieces or anything like that. This monthly is on 2 pages, and then there's a monthly that's on one side, and then it gives you a grid on the other for like brain dumps and stuff like that. So first thing I should do is make sure that this is on personal and not on pocket. This is the one that I have, and I will link it down below. Haha, did it. Okay, so this is still that 24-pound paper that I have yet to get rid of. I mean, I'm almost done. I don't have much left. And then I'm going to move to 28-pound paper so I can use a bunch of different highlighters on here. But, you know, the ones that I use, I'll link down below. They work pretty good. They don't have too much bleed through. I found a few ways around that, which I will talk about probably when I do a plan with me. So I just wanted to cut this part and talk a little bit about the stuff I did, put it to the side, and then throughout the day I'm going to be bullet journaling this, and then later probably come back and go through all of this. As you can see, it is now later, like magic, video magic. Okay, finished up that project and I cleaned up. Now my phone's gonna die. I forgot to think about charging the phone because I was listening to an audiobook. It's fine. So this pen case, I get a lot of questions about. It's from Jet Pens. I will try to link it down below. It comes in a couple different sizes. I think this one's the large or extra large. These are the highlighters that I use. They sometimes tend to bleed. It just depends on how hard you push, you know, whatever. And then I don't even use this anymore. I don't know why I have it in here. I took out my cards. Oh yeah, I'm using this metal one because it's cute. Got it from Hobby Lobby a while ago. I don't know if I'm going to put all of this together and show you a setup right now. That might have to be another video. So, because I have to clean out some stuff out of here for sure. This is how it ends up looking. Put the holes in there. Okay, so you have your monthly on 2 pages. Isn't that cute? It's so small. Like, I don't know, a quarter would cover that for sure. So I think this would be crazy. Personally for me, it's just too small. My handwriting's too big if I wanted to plan in here. However, if you're just going to do one project like me recording my health, I think this is big enough for me to go ahead and write any kind of exercise that I did for that day or keep track of stuff on here. Put my weight on here at the end of each week. I don't weigh myself every single day. I really don't see the point in that, especially being a female, because with your period and all the water intake, you know, it's just gonna vary and drive you insane. But you know, you do you. So that's there. And then you have another one over here on the side. Oh, you know what I forgot to do was to get my other one to show you a comparison. That's okay. I'll do it on the next video because the video is just going to get cut off. Anyway, so then we have this one. It's a month on 1 page, and this is like list form. So you can keep track of something else here. Like you could put your exercise here and your major meal of the day, or yeah, on this side. Something like that. Some brainstorming or what have you on this side. Then it goes into your weekly that looks like this. I still don't know what these little dot lines are for. What's that about? It's like already dividing it for you. It's driving me a little insane. I don't know, but you could take the line all the way down. I'm not sure. Okay, anyway, moving on. And then you go into your dailies. I said weeklies, right? I hope I didn't call these dailies. Weeklies, then dailies. And there are, sorry if it's far down there, the time is down the side. So you get a full 24 hours, which is awesome. And I should show you, oh, well, that's weird. So it's only on here. Oh, I get it. I get it now. This is like an Alistair method, but since they didn't have enough space to put it at the top, they put it down the side. That makes sense. Okay, that's kind of cool. Because I was like, why is it only on 1? So this is like your note page for the week. Gotcha. Man, I'm just like, my brain is so foggy today. I don't know. They're still cutting hay. So hopefully when I'm not sneezing my brains out, you know, my body definitely adjusts. So at the end of the week, you have that same blank page like you do. Oops, this is kind of stuck together a little bit. Ugh, you can do it. You have a grid page at the end, so you can put a summary of how your week went or a list of things that you might want to accomplish at the beginning of this week. So it can be at the end of this week or the beginning of this week, just depends. And then it goes into the week again. And then the daily. Very nicey nice. Okay, I like it. And if you see that these 2 pages are different colors, it's because they are. I just have a bunch of 24-pound paper that's, you know, different stacks that I'm just trying to get rid of. So I don't get worried about things like that. I mean, I probably would if I was going to be like long-term stuff. For the most part, I just cut these. I don't have my scissors near me because they're in my, oh no, I do. Just kidding. Here they are. So you know how like you cut the pages? I should start with the front, actually. Just to show you what I mean. You make the little slits in here just so that you can take them in and out easily, and you can give more of a lifespan to your rings, right? By not having to open them all of the time. See, this is like a lot of stuff in here. I really need to go through and clean this because we don't want them pulling on our rings, right? Because this is a Filofax, meaning that they're built into the leather, so I can't replace them, which is annoying. So yeah, cut the little slits so that we can put them on, take it out without having to worry, which I appreciate. Okay, so at the end of this, I'm not sure, depending on how many days are in the month, you get anywhere from 2 to 3 pages in the back of just plain grid. But I actually printed out more. So there's actually more because there is, I think it's page 1 that just has this grid like that. So I put it through a couple of times and just printed out some extra ones so that I can insert these wherever, which is what's amazing about having rings. You can just, you know, take this and say on the 14th, you have a lot to write or what have you. Maybe you're really planning in here everything instead of just, you know, your health journal. You can add in extra pages, which is a beautiful thing about rings. However, I went to rings because the one struggle I do have with them, other than always having to cut them down, which is annoying if I'm too, you know, cheap to buy them. And the reality is I couldn't find anything I liked. I liked the DIYfish ones. And if I had bought just one set for like a month, it would have cost me probably about not a month, excuse me, for like the rest of the year, it probably would have cost me about 20 something bucks for the ones that I like personally, whereas I spent like $12 and got 3 months, and I just had to print it myself and cut them myself. So I decided to go with that this time. But other than having to cut them down, which is kind of annoying, that I don't like to write like my own personal writing in here, because storing them is kind of like a pain, especially if you put slits in the side of the ring holes, because then, you know, it's just a headache. I've seen people tie these with string, like just at the top and at the bottom so that they all stay together. I don't know if that'll work when you slice them like that. So I tend to not write personal information in here, because this for me, honestly, is just a toss away. And I don't even wait usually till the end of the month. Usually if like the first week has gone by, I keep the monthly obviously, but I just throw away the week and just move on. So that's what makes me happy about these. That's why I've decided to just put calories in here. Not really a lot of fillings or anything like that. It all just goes in my journals that I actually keep. These are so small because they are personal size that if I put my list of what I ate, or even the calorie like of what I ate for everything for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then snacks, that's pretty much all of the space. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like, even if I only am having a window where I'm doing, what is it called? Intermittent fasting, and you're eating from like maybe 10 to 5, I still might write out a bunch of stuff and space it out. I don't really go by this. I might just go ahead and like, I won't highlight in here, but I might just go ahead and take my highlighter and mark 10 to 5. So I know that that's what time my window for eating was. And then just write really big whatever I ate during that time. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, so I'm very excited about this. Again, let me know down below what you're using as far as health journals are concerned. So what am I going to put here for the month? I don't think this needs any decoration or anything like that. I might decorate a little bit and I might not. But again, this is not something I care to share with people because I can appreciate and respect the science behind all of it. But I change things up. I get bored. It is what it is. And I think that, you know, just keeping this for myself and not really sharing it works best for me because I don't care about your opinion on my health, you know? So if you're also the same, you do you. And if you want to share it, good on you. Let me know where it is and I will definitely watch that video. So yeah, I am done. This is it. I'm going to put it in side of here. Once I clean this all out, and this is going to be my new health journal because look at, that's just like beyond capacity, I think. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. All right. My name is Sylvia. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.